Perfect. Hello everybody, my name is Lucas and I'm really happy to be here today with you to bring you 100% no major glitches Metroid Red. I'm gonna be honest with all of you, I am incredibly nervous. This is the first time that I do an event for a charity, so I hope that you guys can forgive me any little mistakes. With me, I'm going to have Seraph, who is going to be helping me on the commentator's couch. Seraph, you can introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Seraph.
Excellent. So we
Best
are...
introduction, NA.
Thanks. So we are ready to start. So I'll give you a countdown, and then I'll hit, and we go on continue. So 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm gonna go start this run by saying this is probably one of the best Metroid games out there, and the fact that this is the only Metroid game that I ever played has nothing to do with that. And I'm
Nothing
pretty
at all.
sure, nothing at all. Pretty sure that people are gonna crucify me for saying something like that, but I'll promise you all, eventually all of the Metroids will make it my way. So while I go through, I'll let Seraph take it over so he can tell you what I'm doing around here.
So in the beginning here, we are going to skip the very first Emmy, which are robots that have been reprogrammed on this planet to try to take Samus out. And we do that with a glitch called a pseudo beam that is coming up in order to bypass an area which you normally are supposed to go into.
Pseudo beams are techniques that are widely used in a lot of Metroid Dread. They basically let us get our beams through, like here. As you can see, I hit the blob from the side that I'm not supposed to, and we're gonna do the same thing here in what is arguably the hardest pseudo beam in the game. I might be stuck here for a while, and that's okay. There is no setup for this. I just need to go around and feel it and try to hit that blob. There, we got it. That was pretty fast compared to other cases.
Yeah, there's been times where, from my own experience, I've sat here for minutes trying to get it. Just trying to practice and stuff. Yeah, that was pretty good. So
I'm gonna take my time here, yeah. I'm gonna take my time here because it is very easy to get stuck in this fight with Corpus.
We're normally not supposed to be here.
Yes, this is one of the major sequence breaks that we're gonna have on the run in general. Normally you would try to get Charge Beam first, but instead we're gonna get Phantom Cloak first, which is gonna allow us to do some interesting things after this. And you guys will be able to see.
If he runs out of missiles, the only way to damage Corpus otherwise is with the Charge Beam. Unless the tail is available to attack.
That was an incredible fight, if I say so myself. I was not expecting it to go so well, so now we can continue with the rest of the level.
Yeah, that was good for the start of the run, definitely. You are low on health, though.
Yes. Situation that I will fix
momentarily.
Say hello to Adam. We did not really introduce Adam. Adam is this crazy little AI dude that talks to us a lot during the game.
Is your buddy from your ship. He has helped you throughout, I believe it was Metroid Fusion. He's basically the game's way of telling you where you should go and what you should do.
And you guys should take advantage of Adam as much as you can, because as of the last 3 weeks, I believe so, we don't really talk to Adam after a certain point. Also, as you guys probably noticed, there is no white Emmy in this area at all. Normally we would have been chased by the first Emmy robot in this area throughout this entire part. He's nowhere around. Oh, and you'll probably wonder why. And it's because we did the skip on Phantom Cloak, because we went to get Phantom Cloak first. We didn't go through the door that triggers the white Emmy, which we in the community call Wemmy.
It's you skipped the cutscene trigger, which we will actually go back to later and re-trigger the Emmy to be there because we need to kill him.
So I'm doing another skip here that's a little bit more complicated. It's very time, it has to be timed very well. Basically, I could go all the way down there, down this path, but instead I am going to try to get to this edge of the platform and then just continue my way through instead of taking the long road. But I am not getting the timer properly. I blame my nerves. I'm going to give it a couple more tries, and if it doesn't work, I'll just go the old route.
You can get it later.
Yeah. You will have to remind me to get this, because I don't get it anymore on my route. Okay, one last try, and if it doesn't work, we'll just move on. Okay, we'll just move on. We would have skipped this entire segment if I had been able to get it, but instead we're just stuck here. This
is a fairly new trick to you, isn't it?
Yes, it is fairly new. I did take a break from Dread for a little while, mostly because it was really hard on my hands, and I'll show you guys eventually why this is so hard on my hands. It was actually a very big point of debate in the community recently with the inclusion of turbo controllers for accessibility, because we do a thing that is called beam mashing. I am going to perform another skip here. There is a platform.
Samus does fire beams as fast as you can push the button. That's what beam mashing is.
There you go, I got it.
This is basically what you were trying to do a little
in the
bit
other
earlier.
side, yes, a little bit, something like that. So now we are going to move forward and collect our charge beam. And that is charge beam.
So, in the previous title, Metroid Fusion, there was an X-Parasite discovered that Samus believed she had eradicated, but come to find out, she got a distress signal from this planet that was told that there were X-Parasites here. They infect any species and take on their form and give them better abilities and stuff. And so you're here to try to destroy them before they get off the planet, basically.
Good old Samus can't be far away from a fight for long. Now we're just going the way around because, as you know, like, this is the way we were supposed to meant to go originally. As you can see, our friend Corpus, who should be dead, is back there in the background. He's invisible. You can say hi to him.
Hello.
And now he's gone.
The details in this game are ridiculous if you pay attention to some of them as you play. It's a really unique game in that aspect.
Yes, and now we're gonna just go through the motions of basically clearing the level before we reach our next skip. Our next skip will be something that in the community we call the Mago skip. As you guys remember, we never trigger the white Emmy, but we kind of need to because we need to defeat the white Emmy to collect our next power. And for that, we need to perform, like I said, a trick that is called the Mago skip. And I will tell you when we get there.
They've been having timer issues, Arceus.
Hello, Adam.
Goodbye, Adam.
Goodbye, Adam. And my favorite part of the run, blah 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 blah, as we mash just the skip button to just not talk to Adam. Because I know Adam, I've been through here at least 500 times. I'm gonna open the door before I go around. And down this gate. And during our normal progression, you can see this blob down here. We would have blown this blob, but now we can't. If we were to blow that blob as we as a pseudo beam technique, upon crossing the door below, we will soft lock the game. So instead, we're going to go up here. I said up here. There you go, first try.
First try every time.
We leave the door, and then we come back.
And then it triggers.
And then we're down here. So we can blow the door, the blob, go back. And we just continue our merry way into the next area where we will be fighting Motor Brain. No, it's not Motor Brain, sorry. This is called a central processing unit. Am I right, Sarah?
Yep.
We
which are like Mother Brains from the Super Metroid and Metroid.
And this is an example of beam mashing. Very light example of beam mashing. Now that we have the Omega Beam, we can just blast this door, charge our Mega Blaster, and then just Hadouken this door away. And that is a little tutorial on how to defeat the enemies. We will basically come up here, do a short setup, damage him as much as we can, jump over him, and he hit me. And it's okay, because I am pretty good at this game. I will wait until he lowers his mask, and then keep hitting him again. Until I blow the mask. And now that the mask is overheated, it explodes, and then Hadouken in his face.
Omega Beam.
Omega Beam.
Basically do a Kamehameha.
And
go ahead.
Well, we're going to absorb his powers, and now we have the Spider Magnet power, which will allow us to grapple into blue walls, as you will see very soon. And also, Grapple Beam, not Grapple Beam, sorry, Spider Magnet will allow us to perform one of the hardest tricks in the game, which is a frame perfect trick that will allow us to disable Adam for the rest of the run and never have to talk to him ever again.
The only frame perfect trick.
The only frame perfect trick
in this run. This category specifically.
So now I just need to go to the next area. So GE Virus, if you have any donations, that would be a perfect time. So we're approaching a very short elevator sequence, which is just a level transition. Normally on my streams we play some elevator music on here, but I don't really thought it would be a good idea to play some elevator music because I didn't want to get anybody in trouble. You know how it can be with playing music that is not allowed. But yes, now we're in an elevator and now we're waiting. To precise, I would used to play the Wii Shop song during this specific sequence with a little kind of loungy sound effect, so it sounds like an actual elevator. Now we have moved to Kataris. This is the next area of the game. And we're pretty much passing through here. This is pretty much on our way to collect our next item upgrade, which would be Wide Beam. This will be our last conversation with Adam, so you can say hi to Adam, and then you can say bye to Adam forever.
Bye, Adam. Bye, Felicia. You got a lot of bye Adams in chat.
That's great. Alright, so normally, if I would be trying to do a PB attempt, I would go to the room up here where I just blow out that door open. Instead, I'm going to take the below route because it's safe. The other room is full of lava and is full of death, and it is almost a guarantee that if I do one mistake, I will die.
So it's marathon safety.
And for marathon safety, I will take the other route.
You have a couple of questions from chat. You have, what is the purple thing behind you on your right?
What is the purple thing behind me on my right? That is a toy for one of my cats.
And then Val said, Lucas, I got the whole fam to watch.
That is amazing. Say hi to my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin. The section that I just passed is probably one of the few instances of RNG in the game where we can actually be worried. The enemies don't usually spawn always on the same place. And that could be a cause of problem. As you guys saw, he spawned right on the platform where I'm supposed to go through. And as such, I had to wait for him to move out of the way. He's on the other side. Yeah, causing me time. Right now, we just saw him on the other side, so it means he won't spawn on this side because he tends to spawn right there more often than not.
I agree, Asder. He said, dumbest green Emmy spot.
And I did manage to get the pseudo beam here right into the button. That is a nice movement optimization. Now we had to go all the way up here. Just gonna clear the way while we wait for these paths to be in this side. And I didn't miss this time, Seraph.
Hot dang.
We're gonna activate another heat transfer machine, and this is going to enable us to access to other regions of the level, which I will be moving now. As you can see, this tube right here is illuminated with lava flowing through. And this is where the interesting part comes. This is the frame perfect trick. And I'm just going to focus a little bit so I can let Seraph explain it.
The frame perfect trick?
Yes, sir.
You are basically jumping off of a wall you're not supposed to. Well, like, the way the game is designed, you typically can't gain height from doing a wall jump, but your melee, I think, helps to give you height, is from what I understand.
And I got it. This entire trick saves about 2 minutes in total, if not more.
Especially if you get it first try.
Yeah, so it is worth to take your time into taking it, even if you miss a few times. I don't think I ever gotten it on the first try, just because of the complexity of it, but I tried. It didn't take me very long. Now we can just move these paths that we just hit because we need to get the flow of the lava going. And then we'll basically just turn around and go back the same way we came from. Yes, sorry, I did not explain what the purple thing... The purple thing behind me is actually one of my cat toys. I did set up my cat bed right there, so there would be a sort of cat cam. I do feature my cats a lot on my stream because they're adorable. But none of them are here because they would want cuddles and be in the middle of everything. And I just want to remain focused for the run. Say hello to Grammy, say bye to Grammy.
Bye, Grammy. Bye, Grammy. speaking of cats, my cat just showed up.
So now we're going to continue into this sort of secret hidden path. If any of you are wondering what exactly entails 100% no major glitches. 100% no major glitches means that we need to get every collectible in the map, so every energy tank part, every completed energy tank, every missile expansion, every power bomb expansion.
Every multi-missile expansion?
Every multi-missile expansion, because we do get in this game packs of 10 missiles.
They're very few and far between in comparison to missiles upgrades.
That is correct. Major upgrades like speed booster, flash shift, spin booster, and the likes do not count towards this. So we will be skipping one of them. We will actually be skipping the spin boost because we don't really need it. We can do without a few. It's been a while since that change was made on our on the route for 100%. But yeah, we don't really pick spin booster anymore. We just adapted the routing.
Spin boost gives you a double jump, for those that are wondering, and you get an ability later called the space jump, which gives you infinite jumps. So spin boost becomes null once you get that. Uh, 123 Gum 1 said, between you, talking to you, Lucas, me and Val, we have 5 cats. We are cat people.
Cat people. That's amazing.
The prediction has closed, with 41% of the votes going towards nails and 59% towards snot. We shall see what Craig chooses.
Oh, perfect. When we reach that point, we'll see what Craig decides to use first. So we're in Daero now. We're gonna get White Beam from here, and that is the only thing that we'll get from here. It's a nice little sequence, and then we move on to the next map.
You go right back to Kateris. Nice job. I hate that I see everything on a delay, but nice job.
Thank you. We gotta turn off this power so we can enable the door that holds our reward. As you can see, when we entered this area, everything was turned off, so Samus will work her electricity degree to turn on that machine. And
Plugs
then we
in her arm cannon, and it works.
And we got White Beam. White Beam will allow us, it's not only a damage upgrade, it will also allow us to open White Beam blocks and White Beam doors. You can differentiate these blocks by something like this. It has 3 dots on it. We just mash the button and it works. Like this block, we have to align our shot, hit those 3 spots at the same time. And that guy likes to troll me. I won't let him this time. And you guys can say hello to Yemi for 1 second. Yemi, which is short for the yellow Emmy. We will come back for him later.
Worst Emmy in the game.
But the worst scariest one, he is the fastest of all of the Emmys. It is very easy to make one short mistake and it could cause us to die.
It will catch you. It's really fast. It's the speed booster Emmy.
We got another little elevator sequence. If G-Virus, if you have any donations, you can also read them now.
All right. Well, actually, I have 2 of them. Well, 3. One just came in. So we got a $10 donation by DDG who says c'est ma cote pour la pizza que Mart vient d'acheter. Merci Mart. Donc il a donné ça pour StarFox64, choose the mode, and he picked free mode. And then we got a $21.80 donation by Spooby, who says, "This Lucas guy is very handsome." No arguing there.
Thank you, Spooby. You're
And
gonna make me blush.
Aww. Well, last but not least, Zedversary donated $54.03 and says, "Lucas, I love you. Metroid for life, nerds." And they
Thank you, Sid. We really appreciate that.
They put that donation towards the background for Super Metroid, which is now up to $6.37. Mega Man Maker is still in the lead with less than $20 over Gotta Go Slow. And then Super Metroid is now the third place contender with $630 and something cycled cents. 07. $630.07.
We are about to kill our next Emmy, who is Grammy, or Green Emmy. He is going to be very close and very personal, but he's fine. He can get that close. I will only allow him to get that close. And he is going to give us our next super ability, which is going to be the Morph Ball. If I was in a live event, I will tell you all to yell Orb every time I turn into the Morph Ball, but not for the meantime, you can write it in the chat if you want.
Orb. Morph Ball, the one upgrade I think that's in every Metroid game.
Oh, I missed the hole. That is unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna make our merry way to the next area where we are going to acquire our next item. And you guys will see a very familiar face. That is going to be the target of our prediction. But first, we are going to pick our Varia suit.
The Varia suit's suit upgrade, the same as collects in, I think, again, like every Metroid game. It gives damage resistance to enemies, allows you to walk through heated areas, and then also allows your melee ability to upgrade a little bit and deal a little more damage.
And for this route, at this point, the Varia suit is necessary because we need the fire resistance to be able to get to Kraid. Otherwise, we won't be able to. The entire section that leads to him, it is just an entire room full of death. Fiery, fiery, hot death. Maybe even hotter than all of those hot sauces that G-Virus has been eating. One thing to mention about Metroid Dread is like, in terms of movement, it is very satisfying how a lot of the movement can come true. Like when you're trying to reach areas like those small, high holes that are meant for you to go with Morph Ball. Eventually, it is pretty natural for anyone who is ever interested into getting to Metroid Dread to just be able to jump straight into the hole like that. Well, not like that. Do not do it like me. I am a bad example of how to do this.
The nice thing about Metroid Dread is it's a very execution-based game. The way that they've designed it, you move as fast as you can perform, basically. The only time that performance isn't a thing is during any transitions or cutscenes that you can skip.
And there we go. Varia suit is ours. So we are basically going to lap around. I'm gonna let this guy to give me a little bit of HP so I can grab this little pack of missiles that we are going to need for our next fight. And then we will make our merry way back into the teleporter we came from. And then we will go meet our best friend, Kraid.
Kraid is also a boss that is in, I think almost every 2D Metroid game. If it's not, it's really close.
And we got another short teleporter section. Oops. I'm trying very hard not to laugh.
You can laugh, it's alright.
You're making this very difficult for me right now.
You're welcome.
As you can see, this room is entirely red.
Fire bad.
Fire bad.
But since we have Varia,
We do not worry about this. That is correct. Whoops.
your girlfriend said to keep it going. My Wii Shop music. I almost feel like Smooth McGroove.
Alright, so what was the result for the prediction? Can you let me know, G? I believe the winner is 59% with Snot, so we'll see what attack he decides to do first. And he's giving us a Snot, the worst kind.
Good job, voters.
So, Kraid is a very interesting fight. Seraph was telling me how it is very interesting how the game was meant to be broken because the developers did include a section here that we do not do because we don't really... I fell down. We don't really
You want me
go
to
that
explain
way.
it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the stomach hole that he shot right there, there is a alternate kill to the boss that you can do by getting bombs out of order and coming to this point and launching yourself into his stomach and bombing him from the inside to kill him. So the developers actually wanted you to figure out how to sequence break their game.
And he's dead. And despite the fact that I did fall down the first time, that was a pretty good fight. No major issues, no major problems. We can go ahead, pass by go, collect 200, and diffusion beam. What diffusion beam is going to allow us to do is that you see these blobs that are in the wall, we're going to be able to destroy them now.
They do an explosion when it hits the wall, so it actually like explodes semi into the wall.
Now we are going to return to the iron, and we are going to perform another sequence break, so we can do a trick that is called early grapple beam.
As far as I know, this is the very first sequence break that I believe the community figured out. Hi, Colby. So normally in this room you go to the left because the area that Lucas uncovers is not shown, but since we know it's there, we can go this way, and we sequence break by doing some tricky wall jumps, basically.
I fell down the first time, but I got it on the second try.
Nice.
And I got the
Not
other
bad.
jump instantly. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Considering how many times when we first were doing this.
Trying to figure out this at the very beginning of learning how to do Metroid Dread is actually the very first game I learned to speedrun. It was
because of me.
Yeah, and it was all because of Seraph, and it was such an adventure. I gotta tell you guys, to be a part of a community and go ahead with all of them, like trying to keep up with all the stuff that that people find out, and then you're just like, I'm gonna try that, and then 15 minutes later, it's just like, I cannot try that. I am not good at it. That was basically our experience with Red. Eventually, I think we got close enough to levels that would be acceptable. As a matter of fact, Seraph right here was the holder of a world record for a while.
Yeah, I was. I held the 100% hard mode, no major glitches. For actually, I think it was like a month, maybe.
Yeah, you had it for a while. I only been able to reach top 10 in the leaderboards.
Normal
because...
mode, the player base are people that have been speedrunning for I don't even know how long. But
yeah, and these are people that you guys are 100% seeing in events like GDQ. There's Disseron, there's Scotty, there's B-Dog. These are all people who have like years of experience on their belt, and they are amazing at what they do. I've seen B-Dog's speedruns of 100% of major glitches so many times, and his movement is just impeccable.
They make it look easy. Like, it's crazy how smooth they are.
So now that we have our early grapple beam, we are going to keep moving forward, and we are going to go the intended route, which would mean that we are going to get bombs. As soon as we get bombs, we will move forward to the water level of the game, which is called Burenia, which also has its own tricks and little sequences to talk about, but we'll talk about them when we get there.
If you guys are familiar with other Metroid games, they typically have quite a bit of, like, I think really good music tracks. This game, they went without the music, and I'm pretty sure that was to give the Dread aesthetic that they were going for. So as much as that is not as, like, for myself, I would have loved music. I understand the purpose that they were going for. Yeah. So I've noticed that on your runs, Yemi is not there in the way it seems like anymore.
Oh, sometimes he's there, trust me. When he's there, I can do nothing else but scream in panic while yelling, "This is fine, this is fine, this is fine." He has caught me a few times in that little sequence. No, he wasn't there, and I think that was very lucky, but we're not gonna jinx it. You know how marathon luck can be.
Oh no. Knock on invisible wood, you're doing pretty good, in my opinion. For your first marathon speedrun.
And now we have bombs, which with bombs we can move on to the next area. I do not like those dogs. They like to troll me a lot, all the time.
The best way to defeat them is charge beam, let it go, melee them, and then spam beams as quick as you can. That's from my own experience. Now we're collecting some items before we go to Burenia.
Yep. Hey, you guys remember that guy? We'll see him later.
Remember his face. I know it's kind of scary looking, but remember it.
While we're doing some item collecting and traveling to the next area, G-Virus, if you have any other donations, now will also be a good time to talk about them.
I've seen the donation tracker go up, so you should.
Oh, Yemi is right there, but we're too fast. He will not catch us.
I would agree, David. The Caterus music is pretty dang good. I just feel like the music itself isn't as prominent. Like when you go to Brinstar, man, that beat hits you.
I do agree with that.
Hey Lucas, not G-Virus here. Do you have time for some donations?
Yes, go ahead. I did tell G that he could go for some, but he was not responding.
Yeah, he's I don't know. We lost him. If
Please go ahead.
if someone can find G-Virus, please tell us that we're lost. We're lost without him. We have a donation from Spooby with $21 and $80 that says this Lucas guy is very handsome. Well, I agree, Spooby. I do agree, and thank you so much for your donation. We also have Zedversary with 54 and 03 cents that says, Lucas, I love you, Metroid for life, nerds! And he has donated towards hacking the stream to have the background look like Super Metroid. Also donated towards the Super Metroid background, we have Mr. Pyro with $21.80 that says, say hi to your cats for me! Yes, I also heard that you have a lot of cats. Well, I would like to say hi as well. Thank you everyone for your generous donations. All of this is going towards the foundation Les Petits Rois, which helps children and adolescents and people with intellectual disabilities, whether or not they are on the autism spectrum. And they are currently raising money for a big project, which is a smart home that will use technology to make sure that these people with their disabilities can live independent and autonomous lives using all that technology has to offer. It's really, really impressive and really cool, and we're really proud to be contributing to this amazing project. So thank you very much everyone for your generosity. We really appreciate it. I see there's a question in chat where we can see the current incentives. If you type !donate in chat, or if you scroll down on your Twitch window, you'll see a donate button. And on the Funky page, you can see all of the current incentives. I do believe there is a drop-down menu, or you can see, for instance, you can hack the stream and change the background and change the border of the current layout of the stream to make it, you know, personalized. We are currently looking at the Mega Man Maker background. And that border, I believe, is Turbo Kid, but I'm not 100% sure. I am personally quite partial to the Slowpoke look, Slowpoke, which is definitely our mascot. We're not wishing any Slowpokes to Lucas tonight, but you can have him show up in the background. So thank you very much for your generosity. Thank you for your time, Lucas, and back to you.
My pleasure. Thank you everyone for your donations. It feels great. It feels
tuning
great.
in.
Yeah, and thank you for tuning in so late. But it is the last run of the day, but we're ending this day with a bang.
With a really good game, in my opinion.
Exactly. One little trick that you guys might have missed. Well, it's not actually a trick. A lot of the good runners of this game will do what is called an infinite water bomb jump. Or no, sorry, not an infinite water bomb jump. An infinite bomb jump to be able to get out of the flash shift faster. We're not good enough for that, so we'll just go the normal route. Here we're going to do a water bomb jump to be able to bypass this sequence, which would involve us going all the way around. To be able to do that, we will place a bomb in the water while Samus is transformed, and then we mess it up. We place a bomb, then we place a bomb in the air. We get exploded by that bomb, and then we will try to latch on that ledge that is right there. But Samus is not cooperating with me. Neither are my fingers, so we'll...
So normally when you bomb in the water, the second bomb that you usually helps to cause Samus to ascend higher, in water doesn't happen.
There we go.
With the trick, where you bomb yourself and then you unmorph while in the air, it like saves that height in its code, I would think. and causes Samus to ascend higher in the water on that second bomb.
There will be one more instance of that trick when we reach Gavern, when we are going to do the sequence break to get early ice missiles. Which it's basically the same movement. It's a little bit, the setup for that is easier because I do not have to jump in the middle of the air to do it. It just happens on a straight vertical line. But now that we have flash shift, we can return to the previous map and go kill the Yemi, which will give us the speed booster, which will allow us to go legitimately fast.
You get flash shift, a speed increase item, right before you get speed booster, a speed increase item.
As you can see, the Yemi is right up there. We want to make sure that he goes that way. Please door.
Fastest scary Emmy in the game.
Yes, he is ridiculously scary. He lost track of us. We can breathe now. Destroy the central unit, which will do the same process as before. We will acquire the Omega Blaster, and then we'll be able to destroy our friend Yemi with that.
And Yemi also is super scary when you're trying to destroy it, because it moves so quickly that if you happen to miss shooting its faceplate, it will move at you really quickly, and it's hard to realign your beam on it.
Ideally, we want to kill him in a specific spot because once he's dead, it will drop us in the platform below where he is. So we want to try to make it so he spawns us at the very, very bottom, so we can just move from there. It's just a little optimization, but he's too scary for me to even try to make sure he's where he needs to be.
I'd like to try to time it. Yeah.
Yeah, try to time it. See, as you can see, I'm in the platform above where he died. I would have preferred he died like over this empty space that I have right in front of me, but I'm okay with this. Now that we have the speed booster, we can actually go fast, and you guys will see what I consider my favorite sequence of this game, and you'll see why. And there will be many instances of sequences like this that are just very satisfying to watch.
It's very satisfying too when you actually hit the things like you want.
And I messed up, but it's fine. I did get the entire section the way that it was supposed to, but normally we can carry that speed booster all the way up here, which is just a little bit faster. It is still fine in my book. We go all the way up here, we collect this tank, and then we continue up here. There is another item hidden up here. We'll just jump over there. Collect this empty tank part, of which you need 4 to be able to gain a full energy tank. We save another speed booster, we go down here, and then we just fly across the screen. There is another missile tank hidden in this side. And then we promptly return to the area we were coming from. I'll go up here. Samus, please. Thank you.
Sometimes she doesn't like to cooperate.
Sometimes she really doesn't. There is another missile pack right here that we'll also collect, return, fall down, and then move on to the next area, which I believe is Frenia, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent. So while we're doing that, before we reach the next section, if you have any other donations, it could be a good time to.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, da, down. Bam, da, 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 down, 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 down.
All right, now we are in the next area. We will have to do a small movement section that is not too complicated. We just want to get up here as fast as we can, destroy these sections to collect this energy tank right here, and then we have a sort of mini boss fight coming soon. There are, I believe, 3 Chozo robots in this map, like this one right here. So we're gonna try to lure this specific guy. Is easier to kill. We just lure him right there, and then we will charge a speed booster and run into him, and then we'll lure him back to the same area that we waited. That we made him wait, and do the exact same movement. And I missed this one, so I will lure him there again. And he dropped on me. That was very rude of your part. Please stay up there. Thank you. Run to the edge, charge my speed booster, slam into him, and he's dead.
Speed boost. When you charge a speed booster and you fire it off in a direction, which you can do in 8 directions, it's called a shine spark, and that does so much damage. Usually it takes a lot of missiles to kill the Chozo robot, but it only takes 2 shine sparks. So if you can be efficient and good with your movement, you can kill it in 2 shine sparks in really quick succession.
Yeah, this is effectively a 50% damage to any boss. So you can 2-shot any boss with shine sparks. There is a chance that we will be able to do it again on another boss eventually. The setup for it is a little bit harder. I will do my best to try to get at least 1 shine spark in the boss that will be giving us the cross bomb upgrade. But we are a little quite ways away from that. Right now, we are on our way to collect super missile.
You will shine spark another Chozo robot before then.
That is correct.
This is another section of the game where there's a lot of collection along the way to the next upgrade, because you travel through 2 areas on your way to the next major upgrade.
Yes, we will drop down here. Just go down this path. Break that wall, collect this little missile tank. Then with that shine spark we save, we just go back and continue our merry way back into Perenia. We'll take this hole, turn it into an orb. There is a very nice trick coming in the next part of Perenia. We will be taking a different route than the one we took before. Instead of going down, we will be going left.
You can run against the fan now that you have speed booster, so you actually outpace the pushback of the fan.
Oh yes, I wanted to say this, mention this now that I have speed booster. I forgot about it, but I just did the thing. So I will donate $5 for every time that I run into one of the elevator paths with the speed booster and I miss it. And I just did, so that is $5 on me. Yes, please go ahead. Now is a good time.
Awesome. So we got a $16.43 donation by Akai Mari, who says, "Wishing the best of luck to my boyfriend Lucas. You are doing great so far, honey. Gotta go fast." And that's the part where I'm always hoping that this is actually your girlfriend and not, someone or boyfriend or whatever. It's, and then the person's like, "I do not know this person."
I actually have no idea who this person is. No,
Oh,
I'm
damn.
kidding. I am kidding. That is actually my girlfriend. I love her with all of my heart. Thank you very much for supporting me. She has been a very great supportive force in my journey to learning to speedrun. I did not get the speed booster through this tunnel, and I am upset.
It's a really, really hard trick. So you don't need to be upset for not getting it, in my opinion.
I mean, this runs a gauntlet, right? 2 hours and 45 minutes of pure execution with so much tech to master in very different settings and setups.
That is correct.
It's very taxing.
Right now, we are in Barenia, and like I said before, we're just collecting a few items, but we are about to perform another very interesting skip. This skip is so interesting because we are basically going to skip an entire boss. And I have skipped this boss so many fights that I don't even remember what his name is. But as you can see, I am performing a slight pseudo into that little hole. And now I can go through this area. This area would normally be full of water. And defeating the boss makes it so the water is drained. But no boss dead, no water. Which means we can just keep moving forward. And I just crashed into something that I was not supposed to. Drogiga, that's his name.
Someone commented, so it helped to realize the name.
Okay, so I kept landing on the same spot, but I was able to save it on the last second. But yeah, that is the Red Drogiga is the boss that we never fight. Doing that tech on the walls, that is the pseudo beam with a slash. I do not exactly remember what the name of the trick is. It has a specific name, but we use it very often. I did use it at the very beginning when I landed that shot into the red button that turned on the green button that turned red, and then turn on those elevator pads. We will be using this technique in the future to collect other items. But yeah. So now we're in Gabber, and this is actually the section where we'll be getting super missiles.
A lot of cool speed tech here as you move throughout this area. Someone commented DT slide, double turn.
DT slide, thank you very much. It was going to eat me up the brain if I didn't remember the name. There is another Choso fight right above here, so we will be collecting a Shine Spark right here. And then we bonk into him, and then we'll finish off with just missiles and try not to die from all his attacks. He still hit us a few times, that's fine. I would like not to die, please. Okay, whew, that was dangerous. That got dangerously close.
He is a guy that can get close to killing you if you, on nerves and all that. In general, he's fairly tough, so. On hard, there's so many times I've gotten there and I'm like, I gotta have full health. Otherwise, I'm going to die.
I'm just going to collect a little bit of HP from those. Not that I need that much. There will be plenty of places to replenish our HP in the following sections.
Better to have too much life than not enough, right?
That is correct. Hi Adam, bye Adam.
Hi Adam. Oh, he's already gone. In other Metroid games like Super Metroid, you actually had your missiles separated from your super missiles. In this game, as soon as you collect super missiles, it overrides your missiles.
That is right. Now our regular missiles are super missiles. We have a little item to collect right here. I'm going to wait for this guy to attack me just for safety. But it works the same way as all the other tricks. I will place a bomb and then I'll get a little boost from it and then collect this missile pack. And then we can carry on with our adventure.
Carry on my wayward son.
I got another speed booster coming. Oh, I didn't miss it this time. I landed right on the platform. We're gonna move into the next area, and we're gonna go collect our plasma beam. And we will have a little surprise in Elune for us. Just to give you a little recap of what exactly happens in Elune, because I do skip all the cutscenes. It turns out that all the parasites were indeed in Elune, and us coming here just let them loose.
We opened the door. Well, Zero Mission was a game that was a remake of the very first Metroid.
So I will kill this guy before I proceed, because we do need to bring a speed booster, Shine Spark down there. I am going to hope that RNG is nice with me and the monster down here is not in the hole. He is sort of in the hole. We didn't make it.
He's the worst.
He is the worst. He can sometimes be standing right in that little gap, and he will make you lose. The time that you have to bring that Shine Spark down there is barely enough. And as you can see, now I made it. I collect this tank missile, but if he's in the gap, getting that hit will be very problematic. And now we have our plasma beam.
I also find it interesting that in certain games you get ice missiles or an ice beam. Super Metroid gave you an ice beam, where in this game you get ice missiles.
So we have a fight incoming, and I'll let Seraph explain what exactly is going on in this fight, because I need to focus here.
So beam mashing is the fastest form of damage. So he is just trying to mash beam as fast as he can in order to get him to trigger his cutscene where you have to melee counter him to kill him. And the little cutscene shows that he's infected by the X-Parasite.
And now that he's dead, we'll destroy him, and then move on. We have one tank to collect right here. And we get out, and there's this short cutscene that shows all of the parasites just leaving the area. Choo-choo! That guy was unfortunately on the way. Oh, I missed again, so that is $5 more. Who's keeping count? Are you keeping count, Seraph?
Yep, that's 2.
That's 2. Thank you. Thank you for keeping count.
I love the pun in chat. Shoot him in the mouth, you get exactly what you need from him.
The insidious cutscene that everybody in the community forgets to skip.
It's not one you expect to be after a transition. That's how I am.
I will have to do this trick again, because I clearly missed it the first time. I will probably not get this. Oh no, I did get it. There you go. I wanted to bring that Shine Spark so I could get through this gap in the wall and collect that item. Hello, please. Hi, thank you. Hi, Adam. Bye, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Bye, Adam.
Now, Blemmy is right here, which is short for Blue Amy. So we're just gonna go past him. We don't need to face him right now. And then we're gonna do... Normally we would go up this way, but we do not need to go that way. We're just gonna perform the same water bomb jump that we did before. There we go. To do another sequence break. That guy is gonna get on the way now. And we will be opening this door up here so we can force the Blemmy to be in a position that we want him to be. I will carry a Shine Spark here and then just hit the Central Processing Unit because that will one-shot its armor away, and then we just beam mash him and he's gone. And that is as fast as it gets. We will open this door, and then we get enough space to get another Shine Spark, go through this little gap, and then fly across, and then Blemmy should be coming through that door. There he is, which gives us plenty of time to destroy his faceplate. He will probably be going up, so we correct our aim. He is dangerously close to that part. There we go, I still got him.
I'm gonna say, doing it this way too, he goes off screen, which makes it difficult.
Yeah, if you take too long to kill him, he actually goes off screen, and then you kind of need to guess where he might be at that time. You can 100% destroy the plate before he's off screen. During my practice run earlier today, I did run into the problem where I actually missed the face, and I had to run to the other side, to the complete opposite side, and wait for him to come to me.
Now we're going to go get the most useless item in the speedrun.
I am just going to clear this way because I will be collecting an item up here. If this guy turns around, thank you. There you go. I will be collecting an item up here that we would normally try to get during our cleanup, but I do try to avoid very much coming up here because it is a waste of time.
It's out of the way.
And this should be fine. There we go, we got it. An unknown resource. We have no idea what it is, but we have it. I'm pretty sure it will be useful at some point during this run. Now we go into a little cutscenes, and then we have the pulse radar that normally will show you what the blocks in the map are. Like you can
destroy.
Yeah, you can charge a pulse, it will fire off Samus' center of mass, and it will tell you like, oh, these blocks are missile blocks, or bomb blocks, or this or that. We don't even use it because we know what everything is, where everything is, and yeah, I have my button reminded to something else. This is another sequence break. Seraph, you can explain that one.
This one we are going to get the famous gravity suit. It allows you to run through water at normal speed, like you're not hindered, and it allows you to travel through ice areas, also unhindered, no damage. And the sequence break is us going, like, again, discovering an area that's not typically discoverable unless you know where you're going.
And at the same time, we are also skipping an upgrade. Normally, when you go down to that area, you will keep going down, going down the hole instead of the Shine Spark that I performed to collect Spin Boost.
Which we talked about earlier. It was an item that gives you a double jump, but becomes nullified once we get Space Jump, which is infinite jumps.
Oh no, I missed it. This part gets a little bit tricky because I don't have Spin Boost. I have to come back all the way up here and then charge.
Yeah, if you mess up, it's difficult to make it back. Not impossible by any stretch, obviously, but a little more difficult than having a double jump.
Okay. Samus? Samus, please. I apologize for this. The nerves are getting the best of me.
Hey, you got this, my guy.
There we go.
It's the thing about this trick is if you mess up at all along the way, you have to come all the way back to start it again. Still a really cool trick though, if you can do it without messing up. Like, it feels good when you get it on the first try.
And then we destroy that thing that will completely come down, go all the way down here. It will destroy this entire section, and then we can come through this door. Then we just move along. And oh, hello, there is an item right here. I wonder what it could be. It is Gravity Suit. Now we're my favorite color. We're purple.
Did you?
No, I did not crash.
Okay. So, Lucas and I, throughout speedrunning this, were having issues where the game would crash after getting Gravity Suit, and we were trying to figure out a solution to it. And over time, I believe that we tried everything from what do we do? Like reset the game before ever starting, opening certain doors, killing certain enemies, trying to clear the code, whatever we could think of. And then I said the one thing that seemed to work was just because after you would crash, you'd reset the game, and then it would work every time. And so I was like, why not just reset the game, like shut it all the way down, and then restart it? And ever since then, it seems to have worked.
Also, surprise, surprise, we're in Arteria now. We're back in Arteria, and you can probably see it's all frozen. So we're going to try to find out what is going on here.
You have a kitty behind you.
I do have a kitty behind me. That was an excellent Chozo fight, if I say so myself. I was able to bring that Shine Spark all the way down. It's a very, very tight timing, but it is very possible.
Kitty will mess those Chozo warriors up.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
This is a tight trick, in my opinion.
It is, and I missed it.
Well, that's what I mean. So to me, you shouldn't feel bad for missing it.
There we go. So you guys probably recognize this place. This is exactly where we were at the beginning of the round. We're just coming along. Nothing to see here.
So we never figure out why it's frozen because we don't talk to Adam. Adam doesn't tell us anymore.
Oh, remember this area. Now we're gonna go through here. This is basically a tutorial area at the very beginning of the game.
That we skipped.
Yeah, that we skipped. We don't really need... Ain't nobody got time for tutorials.
Not when you're speedrunning. Gotta go fast. But there's some items here that we have to collect.
We just use the area to collect that Shine Spark and then be able to get up here. Because we don't have Spin Booster, we need to do this old school. Oh no. Okay.
What'd you do?
We're fine. We're fine. But I do need to explain something that just happened. It's hilarious that it happened to me.
Oh, yep, you did.
Yeah, I did die. I'll explain why. This is never happened, literally never happened to me before.
It's happened to me.
I will tell you what happened. You see that little frozen, that little area where I landed? Normally there's water in there, and there is a section that we need to blow a blob that will remove the water for us to be able to continue. But we don't go through that area anymore. So the water is never removed. When we come back through this area, the water there doesn't exist.
Well, the game's code believes that it should be gone.
Exactly. So the water doesn't even appear in the game. So when I landed on it, it's just an instant death box.
Because of the fact that the game doesn't know how to cope with something being there and not being there.
Luckily, it's not a major time loss. We did have to redo a little bit of the track. I will make sure to kill that little thing that that killed me, just to make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's how I usually would die there, like you did. I would get hit by the guy, and you would try to recover, and because of that, you would I would get knocked into the pit and die.
Okay, I'm missing this speed booster section right here. There we go. There. No more Mr. Nice Guy with you. So everything is frozen, the laser doors are frozen, so we can just pass through. Oh, this door is frozen, right? So we go up here instead.
So what Adam didn't get a chance to tell us is we should go to Petits to try to figure out what is causing the ice. So that's where we're on our way to.
That was a hilarious way to die.
The way you never have before?
I never died in that place ever, 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 ever. So I kind of found it very hilarious that it happened.
Do you want to have donations?
Yeah, if we have time for, we do have time for a few donations before we reach the next boss, so maybe 1 or 2 donations.
If not, we shot music. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. So here in Petits, we're making our way through. The game is really good about pointing you in the direction you need to go. And you'll come across an area.
We are going to fight our next boss. You probably guys remember I told you, oh, that guy looks familiar. Well, that is Corpus that has been experimented on. The first boss comes to have his revenge. He is my favorite fight for one reason and one reason only. The way that he dies. This guy will die with style. In no way that other boss dies. So while he's firing his laser, we're just gonna shoot a bunch of missiles in his face. Hopefully he stops doing that. There we go. Now he does that, and then we're gonna shoot his legs. And now he's going to proceed to create well, it's not really a bullet hell section, but we're gonna try to avoid this as much as we can. Since we don't have a spin booster, we cannot jump over the triple ones. All we can do is take the damage, like that. We'll charge a Shine Spark, jump into his face and kill him. And he's dead. And he was the cause of why everything in the map was frozen, because he was holding the fire from spreading, the lava flow from spreading to the other sections of the map. So now we can move forward.
My thought, Army of one, is that the X-Parasite took over the body of the experiment while it was being experimented on, and made it come to life.
We'll take a Shine Spark to go up here. We destroy this blob because why not? We don't have anything else to do right there, so we'll destroy that blob.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying that when the X are released, they come over and they take over his body when they're released into all of the areas.
Now we're going to proceed to get our next item, which in this case is going to be Screw Attack. Screw Attack is an incredibly useful item, incredibly good upgrade to deal quickly with certain enemies. Mostly the general mobs around the area, we can just kind of plow through them. Certain bosses it will be useful. But while we're trotting along this area, if there is any donations, now would be also a good time to announce them.
Hey, I'm here. Still not G-Virus, but it's Anma, and hi. We don't have donations right now, but I do want to remind you of our upcoming incentives. So someone in chat mentioned, I think it's you, Laura. Thank you, Laura. Mentioned the 9 delicious circles of hell. So we have this big series of incentive going on in the marathon this weekend, which is the 9 delicious circles of hell, and it involves hot sauce. So we have our admin-in-chief, G-Virus, and sometimes our other admins who are there and who are not necessarily as acquainted with the hot sauce. Try our hot sauces, and we are currently at tier 5. When we reach $9,000, we will reach tier 5 of the 9 delicious circles of hell. I think we're around 69k Scoville units on the scale of Scoville unit. It's pretty hot. It's pretty freaking hot.
That is a lot of Scoville units.
Yeah, and it's only the tier 5 out of 9. So if you want to see our admins die on camera for you, just get donating. So far it's been really interesting. If I am to give the score so far, our ring and admin G-Virus can handle his hot sauce pretty well, but Ben Shoslai, who has graciously decided to participate in that little challenge. I will say that last time the suffering was visible on his face. The suffering was pretty clear. So if you wanna see us suffer more, we will when we reach 9k. We also have a few other incentives for other side. The final boss nightmare demo when we reach 10k. So we're 78% of the way there. We'll have a final boss nightmare demo for other side, which is coming, I believe, around 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Do I give it back to you guys? I've been speaking for a while and I can talk about the charity, but I don't want to prevent you from explaining some cool strats going on here.
We do only have a small thing to mention is we have a double Chozo fight right here. Easy peasy with Screw Attack. They don't do much. They can be a little bit of a danger if they do hit me before I actually land the Screw Attack and I don't have invulnerability frames. I've died before to this. But they're dead. It was pretty simple. We collect the item and we will be going back to Gavran to do more cleanup. More cleanup and another item.
Getting close to the end of the game, like before we do cleanup, basically, like
yes.
That sequence. But I'm cool with her continuing to talk if you are.
I would. You can probably keep talking until we reach the long-winded tunnel where there is a trick that we will need to explain a little bit.
No, or you can feel
we'll
free to
interrupt you.
interrupt me. Yeah, interrupt me anytime. We have bid wars going on right now, so StarFox 64, which will be early this morning, you can choose the mode. There is expert mode, which I expect is a hard mode, pretty hard mode. But we have scream mode, which transforms all of the voice acting in the game into deadly screams. It's really funny. Like, it's
Okay.
really freaking funny. I love
If
it.
I can interrupt you, we're about to perform the trick.
I just
Can
want
you
to add.
I'm really sorry.
Sorry, I was being interrupted here. Did you call me back?
No, it's okay. I missed the trick, so I'm moving forward the normal way.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of a try once in a time in a lifetime kind of situation. Basically, I try to morph out of the hole and perform a speed boost out of the wall, out of the gap, and then just keep bringing the speed boost into the jump wall section. It is very hard to do because the timing is very precise. But I tried. I didn't want to waste too much time on that.
The way the trick works is you collect a Shine Spark, get into the tunnel for Morph Ball, Shine Spark while morphing in the Morph Ball out of the tunnel, and then you unmorph and keep the Speed Booster speed and bounce up the wall, and then you'll land at the top, killing the eye door with the Speed Booster.
I died, so I'm gonna have to. I probably get another chance at doing that. No, we just go straight into the fight.
Rip. We're sorry for your loss.
It's okay. Things happen. But now I get to do it again.
Good luck.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This is not good.
All
I
these
might,
tricks,
I might be dead again. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm dead again.
all these tricks that Lucas is performing, doing them on hard mode, everything does double damage.
These are normally not very complicated to do, but the boss is not being nice with me, so I'm struggling a little bit.
Is this hard mode?
No, this is not hard mode. This is regular.
Okay.
I just am explaining the differences.
Okay.
This is normal.
Now, thank
They
you.
actually-
I appreciate.
They added two new settings to the game with a recent update. They added rookie mode to make it even easier for newer players and stuff to get into the game if they wanted. Does even, I think, half damage than what normal does. And then they added dread mode, which is one hit and you're dead, no matter how much life you have.
So I did manage to hit him once. That will make this fight easier. I'm gonna hope that he's not gonna give me too many of the doubles. No, he's dead. That's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. Whew.
We've done it.
I was very scared. Give me life. Or die. That helps too. Oh, okay. I can take a breather. Whew. This is probably my least favorite fight in here. It can either go very well or it can go very wrong. As you can see by my two deaths. But we got through, we managed to get through. Now we have crossbombs, and crossbombs are magnificent because you see these blocks that destroy under me as I pass. Well, I can get through with crossbomb. I will make sure to open those doors. And I nailed this pad, so we're still only at 2.
Let me know when I
And-
can interrupt you again.
Yeah, we have a long section of just moving forward to many directions, to many places, until I get to the next trick, so you have time.
Amazing. So regarding the Star Fox 64 bid war, I was interrupted for a very great pun. I really like it. So you can donate towards scream mode, but in space, no one can hear you scream. We have donations from Kurd, who just gives $20 and no comment, but thank you so much, Kurd, for your generosity. We also have a donation from TMS Mike, 21.80 that says, "You're doing great, Lucas SM. Gotta go fast." Thank you so much, TMS Mike.
Thank you, Mike. We love you.
Thank you, Kurd.
We also have a bid words for Mystical Ninja, choose a language. Japanese is in the lead, and we also have English option. Back to you, Lucas.
Yes. Right now, there's not much going on, though. I'm just trying to get around this area full of a lot of monsters that want to eat me.
Amazing. I can remind everyone of the cause we're donating towards today.
Please go ahead. I would
That's
like
good.
to hear all about that.
We are donating to the charity that's called Les Petits Rois, which is in French. It's situated in Quebec, which is where we are right now, Quebec, Canada. Their mission is to promote the education and development of children with intellectual disabilities, whether or not they fall on the autism spectrum, throughout the entirety of their lives. So they offer tools and support to projects dedicated to providing them with stimulating, adapted environments that facilitate their path towards a life of autonomy and personal growth. Towards that end, they are currently working on the Smart Home project, which aims to continually improve the lives and futures of young people living with intellectual disabilities with or without autism spectrum disorders in a brand new environment developed in collaboration with world-class specialists and renowned institutions, packed with cutting-edge technology. Everything has been carefully designed to support their daily routine while contributing to developing their autonomy, self-determination, and learning capabilities. This is we're between runs we're running a few ads about this. Like I strongly suggest you look at them. It's such a cool project. It's basically the smartest house. It's like a house designed for all these people that have unique little obstacles in life and unique disabilities, and just to help them achieve independence and live on their own as autonomous adults. And it's just really, really cool. And I don't know, that's the future we want. You know, looking at Metroid, that's maybe not the future we want, but smart homes, that's pretty cool. I can get behind that.
As you guys just saw, I did a little sequence break also to get space jump. We came from below. It is very easy, I would say, to get this sequence break in space jump. You just need to time Shine Spark with a cross bomb that will open the way. Exactly, Kitty. Just my thoughts.
That's my cat, Max.
Oh my god, that's adorable!
Say hi.
Oh, hi! Oh my god! And we do see one on stream as well. There's one behind you, Lucas.
Oh, that is who's that? That is Angus.
It's a tabby.
Hello,
Okay.
Angus.
Hello, Angus. Aww!
I do want to point out that on my stream, it's full of cat art that my talented cousin made for me, and it does feature both of my cats. My stream is all about the cats.
This is amazing. I will absolutely visit your stream. Actually, I'll try to shout you out right now. Does it work? Yeah, it works, so that everyone can go and visit your stream and see all the great kitty art.
Yes, and most of the time you will not see my face, you will see the kitty cam.
Pyro
Amazing.
says we live to serve the cats.
We do. I do too. I feel ya.
In my household, we have 3 cats. Their names are Winifred, Theodore, and Max.
Awesome.
So right now I'm on my way to collect Wave Beam. Cool thing about Wave Beam is that it can go through walls. Actually, I am not correct. I am not going to go get Wave Beam. I am going to get Storm Missiles first.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Lucas.
Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. It's not like I can't even say this has never happened before, because I am 100% sure that I've gone the wrong way in my runs before.
Have you missed any more pads?
No, not this time.
So you're up to $10. Well,
For now.
10, yeah.
We still have to do the entire cleanup, and the cleanup is more chance to donate more money. And I challenge anybody who wants to match me up on that donation incentive. $5 for every pad that I miss. So this is another boss. His name is SQ. His room is very interesting. There is a tag in his room that makes it so we're not able to collect a Shine Spark on him for whatever reason. I guess they didn't want us to make this fight too easy.
But if you start a Shine Spark from outside of his room, you are able to collect it within his room.
That is correct. So we bring the one Shine Spark, we hit him, and as we said before, the Shine Spark will remove half of their HP. So that is still a lot of HP gone. Oh, yes. I almost always forget this one.
Almost.
Almost always. So we'll continue moving forward now that we have Storm Missiles. What a Storm Missile allows us to do is we can lock on targets like this and then shoot a barrage of missiles.
Storm Missile is how you're supposed to collect the space jump.
Exactly. Here we do another Storm Missile segment, not before forgetting the item up here. Pull that out. I'm probably not gonna have enough time. Yeah, I didn't have enough time. So
That's a tight trick as well.
Yeah, that is a tight time to try to get it all in one hit. But we got it this time.
Your movement has to be pretty smooth.